did was right.
You want to come and share
for you to get up there and attack people for refusing to accept being murdered and killed. If we did not have this going on, Mohammed Ba and Amadou Diallo should be with us here today.
Do you want to share this podium?
I am sharing this room with you. Okay, I want you to apologize for attacking the righteous rebellion that happened in Ferguson. No, we've had decades of no peace with these police. No.
Sir, I am sorry.
No, that's not why we're here. According to him, we're here to attack the people who have said no more. What people were doing in the streets of Ferguson was saying no more. We are not going to take it, and that's what's needed.
May I speak?
Not improving the relationship of being murdered.
May I speak?
You are right.
No, that is what's needed.
Hold it. Everybody hold it a minute.
You will have your time.
Everybody hold it a minute.
No, I want him to apologize.
No, just a second.
No, I can't make him. I want him to, though.
Just a second.
Yeah, I am.
What everybody,
we are here today. The rare reason people took to the streets was because people in Ferguson from Canfield took to the streets and said, no, we're not taking it anymore.
I want to make one point.
And you're more worried about a gas station than the bodies that are piling up in the streets all across this country.
I want to make one point to you. If you got one of these, you'll see that there's a space on here for Q&A and for the audience to interchange. Now, of course, you decided you're going to alter that order. But if you'd be good enough to sit down and let Eric finish his comments, then we're going to have a panel, after which there will be Q&A and you can get the floor.
No, I'm sorry. We're tired of sitting down and being preached at and chastised by so-called responsible leaders who tell us to accept decades of this. I grew up around the corner from Amadou Diallo. I was 10 years old when I learned that I have to fear every time I interact with a cop that I might be gunned down in a hail of bullets. No, I'm not going to sit down and listen to someone telling me that it's wrong for people to rebel. It's right. And people are gathering in Atlanta this weekend to actually build a fight against it, not to continue to live on our knees.
I'll continue. I'm used to heckling.
Stop mass incarceration. Stop police murder. Stop mass incarceration.
What's important?
Revcon.us. We do not have to live this way. Our police, when we have our police on the streets, not these police, the occupying army, when we have our police, they would sooner die than gun down the children of people like Ms. Ba and Ms. Diallo.
Part of the conversation
no more.
is that we must learn how to disagree without being disagreeable.
That's right.
We must learn that there are many different people who have
stop. We don't need to improve the relationship with murderers.
The belief on what should be done.
You should apologize for attacking the righteous rebellion.
And I'm really sorry for the young man, but please excuse him, because sometimes anger can put us in a place where we want to attack those who have a history of addressing police misconduct. And we will never get to the point where we will impact or effect change if we can't sit down and speak to each other. Some of the same things that we accuse police officers of doing across the globe is what we are doing to each other when we don't move towards effective solutions. But the worst thing we can do, I believe, I sent out a tweet last night after I finished meditating, and I said during that tweet that I do not agree with myself 100% of the time. How do I agree with others 100% of the time? My goal is not to always have to agree, but when I disagree, I don't want to be disagreeable. And history has shown us examples of those who come with the energy and the enthusiasm, who point the finger at those who have laid down the legacy of commitment to effecting change. I never have to apologize for my commitment of the people of the city of New York. Not only did I wear a bulletproof vest to protect children and families for 22 years, but while I was in the agency, I fought to impact and effect real change. That takes a lot of tough doing in the process. And I march with young people people as they marched throughout the streets to talk about change. I stood and raised my right hand under oath and testified against Commissioner Kelly when he stated that the reason stop and frisk proliferated our communities was because he wanted to instill fear in young people. I studied and moved up through the ranks, even while being moved to a captain, to a lieutenant, having my car windows shot out, and days later taking the exam. Countless number of times for 22 years coming to my lockers and seeing rats placed on them. Sitting outside, learning how to sleep with sand next to my bed so I can put out the fire if someone threw a Molotov cocktail through the windows. Dealing with the threat of what took place over the years. I am not going to relinquish my ability and desire for people of goodwill to sit down and talk no matter how people interrupt my conversation. Because being loud can't make you proud. You have to be solid in what you do. And so we would keep moving. There's always going to be those who are going to have a different opinion and a different belief. But if we believe we are right, then those who are on one end of the spectrum that believe police officers do nothing wrong at all, and those who are on the other end of the spectrum that believe we have no use for police at all, let them hang out there. I want to be with the middle, moderate, intelligent, intellectual, well-thoughtful thinking people who want to have a city that we can all live together. That's my goal. That's my goal. And I'm going to continue to move towards that. And so I think that